types of people to avoid at all costs. 1. Opportunists. This is the type of person who has a certain goal and is willing to sacrifice not just their own well-being for it, but also other people's. Determination is certainly a positive trait, but being an opportunist is a completely different thing. Opportunists simply don't take into account other people's feelings and emotions. They are extremely selfish and think their objectives justify any kind of behavior. You'll rarely see this type of person have genuine friendships and relationships with others, simply because in their mind, people are simply a tool. Once you recognize them, you want to avoid them at all costs, because sooner or later, you'll be disappointed. At worst, opportunists will try to use or manipulate you. At best, they'll ghost or abandon you simply because they don't think you can help them achieve their plans. The opportunist's cynical attitude makes it impossible to befriend them anyway. If you care about your mental health, avoid them like the plague. 2. Fake friends. Opportunists can definitely fall into this category, but there's many different types of fake friends, and some are particularly insidious. We already have to deal with many enemies in life, including our own inner demons, and you really don't want fake friends to take up additional space in your mind. People seem to have forgotten that friendship is a matter of quality, not quantity. A few close, true friends are 1,000,000 times better than a bunch of fake friends. However, some feel insecure about their social life and believe the easiest way to fix that is to surround themselves with people, regardless of their traits or inclinations. Fake friends, then, will feed off and take advantage of their insecurity and ruin their mental health. And when the other person realizes they were interacting with a fake person, it's usually too late. So don't be afraid to be a bit more selective when it comes to meeting people, and avoid anyone who looks and acts fake. 3. Jealous people. Those who are envious can't stop thinking about others. They need to compare their life to that of other people obsessively, and somehow fail to realize that although there are people who are happier or better off than them, millions of others are in a much worse situation. Jealous people have the tendency to focus on negative things, what they don't have and don't like about themselves or others, and unfortunately, it can be contagious. Even worse, being friends with someone who is jealous could mean that, eventually, they'll become jealous of your life as well, and will do anything they can to sabotage your happiness. Whether they're a friend or a partner, their relationship with you, or anyone else, will rarely be healthy, simply because sooner or later all your positive qualities will turn into obsessive thoughts for them. Until jealous people learn to deal with their own insecurities and toxic thought patterns, they won't have the ability to have healthy relationships with others, and if that's the case, you simply want to avoid them. 4. Losers. The fourth type of person you want to avoid at all costs is what you would call a loser. Obviously, there is no clear definition for that. You decide who is a loser in life and who isn't. However, there's two key traits of losers. They hate change and hate success. Again, you would need to define success first, but let's just say it means living a fulfilling life and achieving your dreams. Honestly, we all tend to dislike change, and it seems that our brains are actually designed to do so. However, a loser will be so stubborn or insecure to the point where they'll reject any kind of change even when it's obviously a positive thing. This is a problem because it means that no matter who they surround themselves with, their own mindset will prevent them from growing. And then, losers hate success. They are envious of other people's lives and always attribute success to luck or bad intentions or whatever excuse they can come up with. Not the kind of person you want to interact with. 5. Those with an inflated ego. Ever had to deal with someone who was so self-absorbed they couldn't even notice those around them? Those with a disproportionate ego are a serious threat to your mental health and, honestly, a complete waste of time and energy. All kinds of relationships are supposed to be mutual, that is, when both people are able to give and receive. The issue with self-absorbed people, then, is that they rarely focus their attention on others, and that almost always leads to empty relationships. Plus, those who are egocentric find it difficult to be empathic. If you ever need to communicate your thoughts and feelings, it'll seem an impossible task with them. If someone thinks they're the best at everything and anything and needs to talk about their greatest achievements, constantly and compulsively do yourself a favor and avoid them. Just like it's important to surround yourself with those who love, inspire, and encourage you, you should also learn to recognize those who give off bad vibes and avoid them. It's been said that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. And while that's not always accurate, it gives you an idea of the importance of meaningful relationships that make you a happier and better person. Your goal is success. Ours is to get you there. Drop a 100 if you read this far. This shows you are part of the 0.01% who actually finish what they start. If you are serious about changing your life, then make sure to join our movement by leaving us a follow.